Hi, welcome back. So now I'm going to be reading for Miriam. And I thought I was going to do only 3 cards, but while she was reading for me, I think we should do 4 cards. So the 4 cards are going to be the first one, which represents Miriam and where she is at this moment, overlooking her personal horizon and what that looks like. And then she will choose 3 cards for what the next steps are, or what clues she needs to follow as she is moving through this transition.
Is that what I want to ask about is my book and
Mhm.
how to facilitate that. Just hoping that that goes really well, and how does that fit in, and how
Mhm.
can that help promote my business, which
Yeah.
is doing tarot and motion dances live and in person,
Mm.
kind of creatively off of that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to bring the laptop down and then fan out the cards.
A little bit over that one.
Now we're going to pull 3 cards for what your next steps are, or what clues you need to follow for this manifestation.
Okay, right there, right there. The one that you just put your finger on.
Perfect. So I'll show the 4 cards and then I'll read them. This is the card that represents Miriam at this moment in time. And we have the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the card of Balance. So the 2 of Swords represents Miriam at this time. And when this card shows up, it speaks of being in a crossroads and needing to make a decision, and and in order to make the decision, um, it's really about going within and really getting into that very quiet, deep, quiet space where you can listen to what's really important, um, and where you can get clarity about just not only what to decide, but how to go about it, and why that decision is important, why this is the time to do it. Then we get the 8 of Swords, and the 8 represents the number for balance and equilibrium, and it is ruled by the sign of Libra. And the 8 of Swords represents sometimes being too much in our heads. So it says, that's really important as you write the book, as you finish up this book and want to launch, live dancing with the tarot. It's really about getting into your body. And, so this is like as much um, a physical manifestation as it is, obviously writing the book and coming up with the words and communicating your message. um, and it is an intellectual or cerebral exercise, but this is very much about your body will guide you. Your body will guide you. And so it's really looking at the physical aspects, the what do you call it, the psychosomatic aspects of your tarot, or does
Yeah,
that make
that
sense?
could be. That could be. Yeah, or not to, like, if I'm worried, not to,
Hmm.
it's sort of blocked right now. Or then the two to me is like peaceful and trust. So it's sort of
Yeah.
trusting the process, and that it's not exactly there.
Right, exactly. And so this says, yeah, like you were telling me earlier, patience, and wait for the information to be super clear, and it will come on its own. There's no forcing it, but it's almost, your stew is almost all cooked. It just needs to simmer a little bit more.
Mhm.
And then you get the Six of Cups, which is great because it says that you have a whole community that's really supporting you. You know, the Three Cups in the background show that you have had support, and the Three Cups in the foreground say you will continue to have support. What I equate this card to, the Eight of Swords, is that sometimes when we are pregnant and we are in the 8th month of pregnancy, that there is still that, you know, these few more weeks that you have to go through. So it's like you're feeling like, oh wow, I'm ready to give birth anytime now, but not quite. And then you get the card of Balance, which is really lovely because uh, it's like it's a card that speaks of simplicity. It's a card that says, um, uh, you know, be frugal with words, and yeah, nothing superfluous is what I'm hearing. And it's like you have to, in your editing process, you know, really get rid of all the stuff, all the fluff, and just keep what is most necessary, what is most essential and pertinent to the book, and to your body of work, literally. I mean that in all different senses. Um,
Just
mhm,
wait. Let's just come back and
mhm.
like keep it simple.
Yes, for sure.
And also knowing that I have the support, you know, not just from my community, but from my editor. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, when I was speaking of the stew a little bit early on, the stew not being quite cooked, what this also represents is this is the card of alchemy, um, and you know, as we know, alchemy happens over time. You know, so it's you're so close, and not yet there.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay.